Keith's an amazing guy.
What is up? It is Red, the Rideshare Ginger, coming right back at you for another 3-minute Thursday that, I'm obviously recording on Friday. Probably won't post until Tuesday because whatever, just can't get shit done on time. But the question today is from two people asked basically the same question. It's Fredo Bull, I think it was, and Christian Castro. And they're basically just asking, should they get an MKZ or an MKZ hybrid? Do I recommend it? Just kind of along those lines. So 3 minutes, let's knock it out. In general, I'd say no at this point. Now, rideshare changes constantly and things are going to change. But at this point, I don't know. I don't think it makes sense to go for a vehicle that's a luxury vehicle for the most part. I think the hybrid makes sense to a certain extent, and I do generally like this vehicle, but Select's gone in July, and Lux and Lux Black are hit or miss for the most part. So I think they're there, but I generally catch 1 or 2, maybe 5 tops Lux and Lux Black pings throughout the course of the week. So I don't think that's necessarily the way to go. I think you're going to want to find a comfort eligible vehicle that is also a hybrid is kind of your target, and go for kind of the cheapest option possible. I got a good deal on this. It was $18,500, but I doubt this is comfort eligible, but I was talking to a guy who got a 2020 Toyota Corolla hybrid for $22,000 brand new. So shit, that's only $4,000 more than what I spent on this, and this was 3 years old with 30,000 miles on it. So I don't think it makes sense to spend that kind of money on a new vehicle or on a luxury vehicle if you're not gonna be able to do select rides or anything like that. Not that I was banking on a lot of select rides when I bought this. I was planning on Lux Black, that didn't pan out, like I've said multiple times, where Lyft did not kick off the MDXs and the QX60s like they were supposed to off Lux Black. So that just didn't happen. So I'm not catching the Lux Blacks like I was planning on. And Select was kind of dead at the point, but I was like, you know what? If I get 1 or 2 Selects a week, then it continues to be worth it for the most part. And I'm still getting 1 to 2 Selects per week. This week I think I did 4. It was a decent week on Select. But comfort is the new wave. Comfort's where everything's going. So and Lux used to, and I think it's the list has a little bit broader of the amount of vehicles and the types of vehicles that can be on the Lux platform in comparison to Select. So try to get something that's comfort eligible, that's a hybrid, and that is also Lux if possible. And then you're kind of hitting everything at that point, and then you're going to save yourself some money. And the hybrid is nice, but it's not that important. Yes, it's going to save you money, and it's going to save you some money over the course of the year, but it's not going to save you as much as you actually think it's going to. Yes, gas is one of the most significant expenses that you have, but do the math on it over, call it 60,000 miles in a year. If you're saving 20 miles per gallon, you're not going to save anywhere near as much as you think you're going to. I can't remember the numbers on it. I think it ends up being like $2,500, maybe $3,000 to save, which is a good chunk of change, but it's not necessarily like if you're going to pay an extra $4,000 for that hybrid vehicle, it doesn't actually make that much sense at the end of the day. So I think the hybrid vehicle works. I think it's a good idea, but don't necessarily go way above and beyond to go get the hybrid. So in general, to kind of sum that up, I don't think the MKZ is the right way to go at this point in time, but things change. Keep the questions coming, guys. 3-minute Thursdays, even though I film them not always on a Thursday, I'm going to keep them coming as best I can. And we'll just kind of keep knocking out these videos. I appreciated the feedback and the response. I've been getting some good feedback lately, and a decent amount of comments and some good questions. It was 2 people asked the same question, but at least the questions are out there, and I'm getting more and more questions. And if I haven't answered your question and I didn't respond to it with a comment or anything like that, even if I did respond with a comment, keep asking the same questions, and I'll eventually probably get to your question for the most part. What I'm doing at this point is I'm going back through my comments, and I'm just quickly scrolling, finding questions as fast as I can when I go to do these 3-minute Thursdays, and it's kind of the first thing that catches my eye is the thing I'm going to talk about that week. But until next time, guys, I appreciate the comments, I appreciate the views, appreciate the likes, the subscriptions, whatever the fuck you guys do. I appreciate it all. Thanks for watching.